tank Marine. Marine tank only. One base. That's all he did. He only had 3 production. He had 1 Rax, 1 factory, 1 starport. You guys know how to make the units. You guys can do it. You can do it almost as clean as them. Your control might be a little sloppy. Your timing might be sloppy. Your positioning might be not perfect where they are when the Banshee comes into your base. However, you guys can do it. It's not... I mean, it's hard. But it's not rocket science, as they always go to. You know what? I want to be a rocket scientist because when people say, you're not a rocket scientist, or this is a rocket science, I could be like, yeah, rocket science is easier. Alright. Here we go, guys. Here we go, ladies and gents. In the top right-hand corner of merry-go-round, there is no corners on the round map. So in the right round edge of merry-go-round, we got ForGG, and on the left-hand rounded edge, the rounded edge of merry-go-round, who do we got but Yoda? Good luck, have fun, keep it clean. Actually, keep it as bloody and murderous as possible. Alright guys, looks like the same builds. Yoda's gas is actually quite a bit later than ForGG's in this one. So that means his Rex is quite a bit earlier. And when I say quite a bit, like look, I'm going to count the seconds. Rex for Yoda is complete. And so is it done for ForGG. So it's identical Rex time, but different gas timing? Did Yoda... What? Did Yoda actually slip up a little bit? Did he make his gas late? I think Yoda and ForGG both have their racks identical timing. I think that Yoda is making his gas 30 gas and ForGG has 75. 1 Reaper out. Reaper. But is this scouting gonna happen? No, he does see the gas. I doubt he... How many is there or what's being used? He knows it was a Reaper expand though. So that's okay. It's gonna go onto the factory. Yoda's gonna use for the... Yoda's gonna use the gas for the factory. Meanwhile, ForGG is gonna use the gas for Reapers. And he's actually producing an additional Reaper. Here comes the jump up. Marine splitting. Oh, the juke! Oh, he knows. ForGG knows not to go in there. Not 1 Reaper versus 3 Marine. Not. He does get the scout out of the factory, which is incredible. Like, these guys are so quick. Yoda's up a little bit of supply. Another factory coming down for ForGG. ForGG's factory is a little bit slower. I wonder, because they both went gas first, now we got 2 Reapers. 2 Reapers are not going to be expected. Yoda supply block for half a second. Oh, 1 Marine dead. 1 Marine's a casualty. Gets the pull. Reaper getting played. Reaper getting played. We got any workers dying? 1 Reaper hits the dust. There's the Expo. And that Hellion, if that Hellion comes out, there will be a chase, but I don't think it's going to happen. Alright, ForGG gets all the notice in the world. He does lose a Reaper. They're both expanding Starport. So ForGG, again, look at their bases, guys. 5.5 minutes. 1 Rax, 1 Starport, 1 factory, and an expansion. It's not a whole lot. Even if you don't scout, even if you did not get those Reapers across, even if you do not continue with the perfect builds, if at 5.5 minutes you can say, yeah, I've got 1 factory, 1 Rax, 1 expansion, and 1 Starport, you know you're doing alright. Regardless if you had Reapers check out his side of the base. Continue making SCVs. I find it really funny that ForGG is opening right here with a Viking. Normally it's Raven then Viking, because what's a Viking going to do if you can't see anything? Interesting play. ForGG has a few Hellions at the base ramp of Yoda's. Also, you guys know that any of your mech units can be repaired, so repair your units that get weakened. Right here, Yoda's repairing a Hellion and producing Raven. So Raven's coming out. He's going to try to take his second. He's also making a third CC, but he's going to be surprised. Because 4 Hellions can do a lot of damage to a couple of Lings. Not going to happen. Not Lings, Marines, excuse me. It's not going to happen. He's got the pull. Oh man, ForGG realizes there's almost nothing in Yoda's base. I wonder if he's going to push with those Hellions. 4 Hellions versus 8 Marines. The Marines are not going to win. The splitting is happening. Oh, Marines did win. See how you split that? If you would have kept that in the clump, then the Hellions would have done splash damage. It would have been able to damage everybody with the same shot. Yoda is building a lot. Yoda's got a third base, 2 SCVs on production, 1 Viking, 1 tank, 1 Marines, and Stim, whereas ForGG has a reactor, a second factory, and 2 Hellions with 1 SCV. So, I mean, he caught up while I was talking, but earlier there was a little bit of drop in what he was making, so he's probably just getting SCVs heavy. The Vikings for the range is important. Those Vikings, they can see farther. Okay, so the Viking goes down and the Raven stays for the air. Now the Raven's getting a lot of... Oh, the Raven's going to die for free. Raven takes the damage. 1 tank unsiege. All the Hellions die. Wow. I kind of think ForGG was a little greedy there. And when I say a little, I mean a lot. And it looks like he's going to lose a Viking. Free is free! The Viking does not escape. I'm scared, guys. Yoda is playing a strong, strong game. But my money was on ForGG. I'm going to lose my money. Couple turrets for ForGG. Moving around. Looks like the Rax is going to float completely wild side. So again, when your opponent floats a Rax, normally means they're not going to use it. If they're not using a Rax, normally means they're going to go factories, such as you just got scanned, and now it's going into mech. So for Yoda scans ForGG, sees mech. His reaction should be additional mech or really fast bio and go crush him. So he can't get it. Yoda does have a third CC completed. He should be able to... He's using it to produce SCVs. So he's got more SCVs being made faster. He's going to have more minerals, more income, more workers. ForGG's third is done, turning into an orbital. A little bit slower. Oh, the Hellbat drops are real, though. I really, really like this. And as a non-pro... I really think in a Hellbat drop, you should take 4 Hellions, drop 4 Hellions, the first 2 that drop, turn them into Hellbats, and that way you have 2 Hellbats, 2 Hellions. However, I don't know if that's too much money to invest in a drop. Here it comes. ForGG is going to drop right on top, right in the mids. 1, 2, and their blue flame. Are they going to pick up a couple kills? Workers killed. It looks like it got 1. He's going to run away, but he's going to lose. Medevac goes down for free. Free medevac. Hellbats are going to try to do something. Oh my god, he drops the Vikings. Hellbat's going to take off like 1 Marine. So ForGG loses 1 medevac, 2 Hellbats to very, very little. I think he got 1. I think he got one SCV. Meanwhile, he's going to secure his third, go into straight mech. Lots of Hellions being produced, some tanks being produced, some Thors being produced. It's a 5 factory mech happening. He's got to get that third base because in order to support 5 factories with all that mech, you have to get out additional gases. He's going for the Hellbat drop again. Vote now, guys. Does it get declined or not? ForGG's got really, really good vision. Wow, that's a lot of Vikings. Those Vikings, if they weren't just sitting in the middle of their base... Wow, could you imagine if he just went and one-shot that? Okay, Yoda's making bio, and ForGG is making mech. Wow, that 1 Marine, though. Hero Marine! Can he get a kill? Yeah, he's got 1 kill. 1 kill's good enough. Oh! He made the entire army get pulled with those 3 Vikings. The Hellbat drop's going to happen in the main base. Where's the Hellbat drop? There it is. There is a turret. The turret's going to deter it. The turret's going to deter the hit. However, Hellbats do a couple more cleanups, make another few workers killed, and nothing seems to be going back for Yoda. A couple of Marauders going to easily be able to clean those guys up. Oh, the workers got a little close. Hellbats are dead, cleaned up, but he does pull all the units, makes a little bit of move. Looks like a couple Hellions are checking out where Yoda's going. ForGG is information on this map is incredible. Another Hellbat drop. He's just not going to stop. Even if the Hellbat drops aren't killing a lot of the workers, he's pulling them all. It is causing him to use a lot of APM over on that side. I think ForGG is resettling. His third base has been going a little bit longer. I think he's got more tanks. He's got more mech. I think this is going to pull back. I think we're going to have a really big fight right now, and I really think ForGG is going to win it. I think we got 5 tanks and a bunch of Hellions with Thor versus 5 tanks with a bunch of Marauders. These Vikings are completely useless at this point. We do have a missile that goes off. Here we go, he drops the Vikings. All these Blue Flame Hellions are going to rip through that. We got 5 Siege tanks siege versus 6 Siege tanks unsiege, and it looks like ForGG is winning this fight. Looks like Yoda's going to pull back. Is he going to lift in the medevacs? I think Yoda was a little bit over going into that. He did even scan. Another Hellbat drop happens at the same time. ForGG is now up 25 supply, pushing forward with 3 bases. Economy is better. Those Hellbat drops, I think, made Yoda take too much time away from the attack. The tanks were not sieged at any point of that attack, and the mech is going to prevail. Make it happen. I think Yoda has almost 0 army left. There it is. Not a very happy loss. However, ForGG takes the cake.
That was easy.
And he wins.